So I'm waiting. Hi, Oscar. Hi. Good afternoon. Oscar, hi, good afternoon. Kenny, hi, good afternoon. Tommy saying, hi, good afternoon. Hi, I'm waving at you. It's so good to see you all again. I see a request already. I've not even introduced myself. Oh, Femi says, thank you, Nexi. Oh, you're so welcome. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning. Hi. Oh. Sorry if I can't pronounce your name well, please. I am so sorry. But it's so good to have you. Don Joyce, hi, good afternoon. Oscar, oh, he said hello, beautiful. Hi, good afternoon. It's so good to have you. Cheesy, what's up? Good afternoon. I see 2 requests already. Okay, let me just so welcome. Yeah, I was actually waiting a little bit for people to join in before I kick off and start, but it's really so good to have you all here. I see requests already. I'm waving back at you. Ezzy hi, good afternoon. Femi says now in the UK thanks to Nexi. Yo, we are so happy to have you there. Oh, I'm so excited. It's so good to have you all here. So yes, we're actually going to be having more like a testimonial today. So it's not me coming here to come and lecture you and tell you things like I normally do, but I haven't even introduced myself yet. Okay, so hi, good afternoon. How are you? How is your day going? I hope it's going on fine. Yeah, as you all know, this is Nexi Concept Limited, and I am Mo from Nexi Concept Limited. You're welcome. You're so welcome. So today's live is more about we having a chat with one of our students that is in the UK presently. Chomo, hi. Good afternoon. You're so welcome. I see you all joining. So I just wanted you to hang on and let's have a chat with our student that is already in the UK, so that you'll learn more about her experience with respect to hi. Good afternoon. Yeah, so that you'll learn more about her experience with respect to the process she went through to get to the UK. She's in the UK already, and besides, she's actually fresh, so don't worry. You're here for a lovely treat to hear about everything she went through, so that you can learn when you're going to process yours for January 2023. It will be amazing, and you understand how the process works, and it will give you more insight on what to do and how to go about it. Do you understand? So please sit back with your popcorn, relax, and just enjoy today's live session. Yeah, so I'll actually be trying as much as possible to join her in. Let me see. I want to add her in, but before I do, yeah, let me just give a quick pointer that January 2023 is actually ongoing right now. But do you know that so many schools are actually closing right now? They are saying that their slot is already full, and as a matter of fact, some schools that are already full, that have actually given offers to students, are withdrawing their offers. Do you know what that means? It means that we have very minimal slots available. So I would advise us that we should please, if you know that you're really eager to japa, please put in your application as soon as possible. Send us a DM, send us your documents as soon as possible, so that we can put in your application very fast. Do you understand what I mean? Hi, I'm waving at you. So I can put in your application very fast, and so that you can meet up with the schools that are still available. A lot of schools have closed for January as at now. A lot of schools are actually withdrawing offers that they've given to students. Imagine. Do you understand? Because this is the students that make payments for their depots that they are counting as their students. The ones that don't make payments and they are giving offers to, they are not actually taking them seriously. Do you understand? So the earlier the better. And for you to know that a lot of students right now, they've actually put in their application since, and they've gotten their offer and they have made their payments on time, and that's why the schools are actually closing faster this time around. Do you understand? So if you are really interested in January 2023, let us help you at Nexi Concept Limited by sending us your a DM and then sending us your documents. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, so it's really good to have you here. I see you guys tagging your friends. Please tag them to join this live. Today promises to be extremely interesting. All right, so I want to invite our guest to come and introduce herself. I think she's the one that she is. So I want to invite our guest to come and introduce herself and tell us more about her experience and everything. So please just bear with me. Okay, I think she's joined already. Hi! Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Hi, the network seems to be a bit bad. Hi! Can you hear me? Hi,
yes, definitely.
good afternoon.
I can hear you. Good afternoon.
So good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
And
Thank
you
you.
look
Thank
so
you very
pretty,
much.
by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
you're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Thank
please, would you
you.
just briefly introduce yourself? Tell us about the school you went to, your intake, your name, your course. Just give me a brief introduction about yourself. Hi. Sorry, the network seems to be a bit bad. Yeah. So please, can you kindly just introduce yourself? Just give us a brief introduction about yourself.
Okay. My name is Chinyere, Isiekwu. Yeah, I was in Nigeria a couple of days ago. Let's say 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so
Wow.
I had my bachelor's was in my first degree was in Delta State University History International Relations. I currently do have a master's degree in Unilag. However, I suddenly developed an interest to want to leave the country, and that was in towards the end of May. Yeah, last week in May. I didn't have prior plans like a lot of people would have to tell you, oh, I've been trying to leave the country for like 2 years and stuff. No, it was just like a nudge. It came in as a nudge. Why don't you try out another option? So I reached out to a friend who was my colleague during the my master's in Unilag, and he said someone in Nextly helped him out. And he said someone referred him to Nextly. I'm like, okay, can I have your contact? And I came to the office actually. Then I spoke with one of the staff, and it was quite seamless and easy for me. I think, yeah. So, and I'm here now. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good to have you here. So what school exactly did you apply for?
Okay. I'm applied for 3 schools, but my first choice was Leeds Beckett University, and yeah, I that's where I'm currently studying. Yeah, marketing, just in line with my work experience in
Marketing.
Nigeria. So I just wanted to further in that area.
So for September intake, right? For September 2023,
Yes, please.
right?
Yes, September intake. Yes,
Okay.
September intake.
Okay. So on a lighter note now, yeah, I just want you to, okay, you just got in like 2 days ago, right?
2 weeks. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So how was the Queen's burial? Did you attend?
No, I watched it on TV.
I know, right? I know you wouldn't
Yeah,
have attended. But really,
yeah.
how was the atmosphere like in the UK with the Queen's burial and all of that?
Um,
How was it like?
okay, with the Queen's burial, we had like a bank holiday, so there was no work on Monday. Yeah, so everybody just that was the time to. Of course, not everybody could attend. It was I think it was on a Strictly by IV. A lot of the people were just on the streets and all, so we mostly watched on TV. Yeah, it was just like the general mood was kind of low because it was morning for them. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, all right. So that's fine. So yeah, you've given me a brief about how you got to hear about Nexi though, right? But can you just tell me
yes.
about your experience with Nexi so far? So when your friend actually told you about Nexi, what did you do? What was the first step? Then what was the process like for you? Did you just tell me
Okay,
about
so
that?
when people Okay, yeah. So when he told me about Nextly, I just wanted to be sure. I wanted to like put a face to the person I spoke with. I drove, left my office, and I came to your office here in Kedja, and met with one of the staff, and yeah, 2 people actually, and we got talking. We interacted about the school I wanted. He gave his advice, yeah, because the school you need to because you're leaving your country you need to come to a place whereby you will not so to say, permit me to say, choke financially. Yeah, even if it's not cheap, but you have to consider your finance. So he made some inputs. Fine. I kind of insisted on the fact that wanted to come to Leeds Beckett because I've always wanted to come to Leeds Beckett. So he was able to give me advice, and it was implemented along the line. So it was good. My experience with Nextly was quite good and seamless, and I think I've given out the contact to more than 15, 20 people because they keep asking me, how did you go? How did you go? And I'm like, oh, there's something that kept me from
Wow.
different states. Yeah. So from like the when I came in, I spoke to a certain staff. When it was time to upload documents, it moved from that staff to another staff, like from department to department. And when you got to the visa stage, a lot of people, I know we're all smart, yeah, but sometimes you might make mistakes because that's not your forte. That's not something you do all the time. So when it got to the visa stage, I was aware it was also moved to another department. So I think the flow was seamless for me. Yeah, it was quite seamless, and I loved the entire experience.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just like you said, yeah. So we take pride in our referrals. Thank you so much for
Okay.
always sending students to us. We really appreciate it, and that's why we love you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Okay, so
Welcome.
with respect to the UK now. Now there's Canada, there's US, there's Australia, there's Ireland. Why did you choose to go to the UK?
Okay. Now, unlike popular or belief, people like to use the term jackpot. Okay, I didn't come here because I wanted to jackpot. I, for one, have never wanted to travel, leave Nigeria. Yeah, because to an extent,
Wow.
I had like a pretty amazing life in Nigeria. So I never wanted to leave the country. I wouldn't say it's patriotism. No, I just felt like um the business part of me would be like you can easily get a business going in Nigeria and you make your profit too, yeah. But the reason I chose the UK was because um as a person I never really liked Canada. I know a lot of people would opt for that. I'm not a fan, yeah, of Canada. I love to be in a place where a lot of activities happen because I like to think more business minded. So I like a place where a lot of activities happen. Because after school I wouldn't want to come back to Nigeria after school. I want to probably experiment the things I have learned, gain more experience, get more exposure, mental exposure. Yeah, because of course my long-term goals and stuff. Yeah, so the UK was like an easy entry point for me. Yeah, so I cannot tell you I'll be here next 3 years or I will not be here next 3 years. I do not know. I just know that this is my present reality. Um, um, the notice period in which I had to make this decision to leave the country was very short, and the UK offered the best possible option for me at the time. So yeah, I don't, and I didn't think it was a bad decision. Yeah.
Okay. So when exactly did you start this process, and the duration of how long now? Is it been like 2 or 3 months? When exactly did you start the process?
Okay. I started the fine. I had come to Nextly prior, but I was still very much indecisive. But the application was sent to the schools last week in May. The last week, yeah, in the month of May. And he applied to 3 schools, and in less than 7 days, I got a feedback from one of the schools, Greenwich, in London. I always wanted to go to London. Fine, I couldn't make the deadline for payments because of the bank system in Nigeria. Yeah, so I got the feedback from Greenwich in less than 7 days, and I got a feedback from Leeds Beckett, which was my first choice. In let's say after 4 weeks of application. Yeah, so I applied to 3 schools, and 2 schools responded back to me. Yeah. So I had a very short notice. So all my payments were done through black markets, which is quite expensive. So I advise that anybody who wants to start for the January intake should start now. Start your from
Now,
A on time. Yes, because it
yeah.
was quite a lot of money. Because using the black market, it was quite a lot of money for me.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So please, if you have any question for Miss Chinyere, right? Please
Yes, please.
do me a favor, drop your question in the comment section so that by the time we are done with this discussion, we could just attend to the questions that you have. Now, if I may ask, for your visa processing, like how long did it take? And please don't mind me for pronouncing your name wrong. It's
That's
Chinyere,
fine.
right?
That's
Okay.
fine. Yes.
Yeah. So for your
Yes.
visa processing, how long exactly did it take?
Um, after the
The
application,
process
yeah,
of
you
your
mean
visa.
after the application, yeah. So after the
Yes, yes,
application,
yes. When you got the
I
pass.
opted. Yeah, when I applied and everything, I opted for the priority. I paid for priority because I didn't want to bother myself with a lot of anxiety and pressure. Oh, will I get the visa? Will I get the visa? I didn't want all of those stress. So I applied on a certain day and it came out 3 days after. Mine was pretty fast. I don't know why.
Wow.
Fine, it was priority, yeah, but it came out pretty fast because I know priority should come out in less than 7 days. Shouldn't take more than 7 days. But mine came out in 3 days, so it was quite fast for me.
Wow. Wow. Did you
Yeah.
go with dependents
No,
or
I'm
just
just
by
alone.
yourself?
I went alone. Just by myself, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, so you arrived in the UK just 2 weeks ago, right?
Yes, I'm seventh. I'm seventh. I left Nigeria on the
Wow.
6th of September and I arrived on the 7th.
So what exactly was your experience like from, so just give us details like from from when you landed in the UK to where you are now. How was the experience like for you?
It's a mixture of a lot of things. Because when I got to Nigerian airport, I was like, okay, okay, okay. So in my head, I was like, what do I do now? What do I do now? Fine, it was quite easy. I was not stressed at all with the, you have a lot of rumors on Nigerian airports, Nigerian officers. I was not stressed at all. I feel like wherever you are, just try and be your best, be relatable, smile. You have to smile. That's something you're going to learn when you come to the UK. Everybody smiles at you. If you don't smile back, you're considered as being rude. So in Nigeria, yeah, they'll typically say hello to you and expect you to respond. But over here, they look at you and just smile. You have to smile back without saying anything. So if you don't respond in that way, you'll be considered as being rude. So I feel like you should be careful. So I was checking
Wow.
my whole time up to Nigerian airport to when I got in when I checked it and everything. So when we got because I booked a straight flight to Manchester so I could take an Uber to Leeds. Yeah. So when we landed Heathrow Airport, one thing I have to say is if you're booking a connecting flight, you have to be very fast. So I was meant to arrive at 5:25 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
so I would be able to leave for Manchester at 7 a.m. But upon arrival, we were delayed. You know, you have the immigration officers have to see you and stamp your passport, interrogate you and stuff. Yeah, so that took our time. So I missed my flight. About 16 people
Wow.
missed. Yeah, we missed our flight, but the airport was able to, book us for a 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. flight. So whatever you do, you have to be very fast. You have to be very fast, and you have to be bold as well. A lot of people have stories, negative stories about meeting the immigration officers in Heathrow Airport. Yeah, mine was quite very serious. I think I met the meanest officer in
Wow.
Heathrow Airport.
Yeah, sorry
So
to cut you.
yeah,
I was gonna ask you while they were interrogating you, what was the process like? Did they ask to see your bank statements? Well, what
yes,
documents did they ask for?
yes.
Exactly. Please,
Okay.
could you give us more details about that?
Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah. So it's largely dependent on the person you meet. So you have colleagues, and not everybody would possess the same temperament. So like I said, I met the meanest of them all. Some persons just got to their interrogation spot and were like, "Oh, what?" And they were like, "Welcome to London. What school are you attending?" And they're like, "Oh, Leeds Beckett," and they stamp it and you go. But for me, it was different because he kept wondering how little me will be able to finance myself because I'm financing myself. So he's
Wow.
wondering why. Yeah, he's wondering. Nigerians are hard workers. If you have a job, you know that you have to save, and they over here that they're not used to lump sum of payments, but we are used to it in Africa, Nigeria. So he was
Mm-hmm.
wondering how come I was financing myself. He went further down to ask of my previous jobs, and I told him. He
Wow.
asked for the proof of payment. I showed him the cast, and one thing he must know because people white skin here hold positions doesn't mean they're very smart. Because someone who's very smart would know that your payment should be in your cast. So even when I handed my cards to him that shows proof of payment and the amount, he kept saying, "Where's your payment? I want to see an email." So I kept scrolling down my mail to show him proof of payment, interactions with the school. And also you have to be very confident, yeah? You have to be very confident. So I kept scrolling through my mails to show him interactions with the school. And he said he needed to see my certificates, original certificates, not soft copy. He wants to see the hard copy of my certificates. And I was searching my bag, and I was showing it to him. But I was very bold because really, I'm here, fam. You're not going to make me nervous or whatever. So I showed him everything, and he was like, "But your parents are going to support you." I'm like, "Yes." I have to say yes so that it doesn't seem like it's small you have to now see yourself. How come? Because I was tired of his interrogations. So I'm like, yeah, they will. So he stamped it and he let me go. Yeah. So you might meet someone who's very nice and you have a very amazing day. You might meet someone who's mean. Just be bold and. So when they asked my bank statement, yeah, so I used the POF, proof of funds, for my statement, yeah, to back up my admission. So now the people who gave me the money, they've taken their funds. So after the statement you use in applying for your visa, I suggest you keep it clean. So when they asked my proof of funds, I showed them the statement I used in applying for my visa. So I also know that even people who apply for their visa months before, when they were asked, they showed the statements they used in applying for the visa. Yeah, so that can suffice. So he looked at it and was like, okay,
Okay.
you can now go. Stamp my passport here.
All right. So now for your enrollment process, what was it like?
It was quite easy. I think it's easy peasy because you just come and you go to school. So if you pick the school or the post office as your pickup point for your BRP, I suggest you pick your school as the pickup point for your BRP because it's quite easy and everything you need to do for your check-in is in one location. Because once you come to the UK, trust me, sometimes people say once you come to the UK, you'll be depressed and people will be insulting them on Instagram. It's not a lie. I'm one of the most positive people you ever meet. Like, I'm highly positive. In fact, people say I'm too positive. But trust me, when you come to the UK, you have to be mentally prepared. You will break down. And that is the truth. It doesn't mean you shouldn't come. It doesn't mean you shouldn't come. It just means it's natural because you're leaving your comfort zone and you're coming to a place where you don't know nothing. It's a place where you begin to unlearn the things you've learned to learn something new. It's like you're an adult child. Yeah, because everything here is different. Everything here is different. So you will break down. You will cry sometimes if you have to cry. You will feel like you're
Wow.
depressed sometimes. So what I suggest to people here, when you're getting an apartment, get an apartment, a student accommodation. And if you've applied for your admission and everything, try to be in a WhatsApp group of Nigerians so that you can have people with you. Because trust me, it's highly therapeutic. If you go on your own and do stuff on your own, get here. Because I don't have family here, so you do stuff on your own and you just do things on your own. Get an apartment in one place, 2-bedroom flat. You are sharing one person you hardly see. You will be depressed. You will not get a lot of information. Here, you need information. Information here is like fuel. The fuel in your car. You need information. You will be depressed. You will not know anything. So you need to constantly interact with people. And sometimes, yeah, the people you meet here may not be very willing to help. I don't know why Nigerians. Yeah, you get more people help you who are Africans from other places. Of course, they are good Nigerians, yeah, but
Wow.
you mostly don't meet people
Wow.
who want to help you. So it's good to interact with people who are coming here with you because in them, some of them have families here. So their families, you can't withhold information from your family. So because of that connection, you get to know a lot as well. You need to understand download apps that work in the city. You need to understand the transport system. In as much as transport here is easy, like they say, it's quite difficult as well. You need to understand the bus system. You need to understand. There's a lot of things for you to understand. So yeah, I must say. But
Okay.
if you're
So
not,
accommodation,
if
that's
you're
more security. Okay, sorry, continue. Go on.
sorry, no, yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, I said go on.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Because you just need to be
All right.
strong. You just need to be strong. You need to have money. You need to have card that works so that you can put some funds in it. You need to come here with cash, and once you come here, the easiest bank to open is Monzo Bank. Got this app, something that gives you an account number. And I must say something. I don't know if you can hear me. I want to say something.
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, in Nigeria, because from my previous experiences, I was in management.
So
So
sorry
you
about
hear
that. Please take that again. Your network skipped. Can you take that again?
okay. Yeah, I can. Yeah. So in Nigeria, I was at the top of my career. So I wasn't like, yeah, I was at the top of my career in Nigeria. So it's like coming here, you hear people tell you you have to apply for jobs and you just get a job immediately. Yes, you will get a job immediately. But as a student, you're highly limited. That's the way the system is. So now I'll tell you I've applied for jobs and I've gotten jobs in big organizations. I do not want to mention the names with good salaries here in the UK, but all they keep telling me is you have to be done with school. You need to get like a graduate visa. So we have a tier 4 visa. So after school, you can apply for your post-work visa, which gives you access to your graduate visa before you get the tier 2 visa. Yeah. So you can't do anything. That's the way the system is. The easiest thing to do if you're in Nigeria who's coming to, let's say you paid half your fees and you're looking to work to pay the other part, the easiest job to do, and that is the truth, the easiest job to get is a care job, and the care and the support job. That's the only thing to get majorly. If you're a girl, you don't want to work in a warehouse. You just grow muscles. I don't think you want to work in a warehouse. So that's the easiest thing to do. And you can choose to work at night because at night they are majorly sleeping. So you don't have to do all the shitty work. You get, yeah. If you think you're coming here to get one, but that's not true. That's not true. I can tell you that for free. That's not true. You can get that after school. You will get that after school because I've gotten a lot of jobs and they've told me come back to us once you're done with school. Fantastic jobs, yeah. But just prepare your mind to, nobody will tell you this. If you have friends in Nigeria, in the UK or in Nigeria, they're not telling you the truth. So when you get here, you will know. As long as they are schooling, they are mostly doing care jobs or being a bartender or a shop replenisher. But those are the kind of jobs you can get. Care is easier to get a replenisher in a shop, supermarket. Those are the things. So just get yourself ready if you really want to make money. Except you have all the monies and you just want to come into school.
That's interesting. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I wanted to ask about the payment plan for your instrumental payments for school. Do you have a conversation with your admissions officer? How did that go about for your payment plan?
Okay, my induction for my course is on Friday. However, some persons had theirs yesterday. So those people can now have further interactions because they've been welcomed and introduced properly to their departments. So mine is on Friday. So I'm going to have that discussion after my induction. But we were told that we pay school. Of course, we're all made to pay, like for Leeds Beckett, we're made to pay 50% of our tuition. To pay the remaining 50% on or before the last day in January 2023. So I do not know if there's going to be like different installments to that effect. Well, however, I know that some of Nigerians in the same school with me that have paid after the £6,000 they paid, some of them paid £2,000 extra. Do you get? So yeah, just keep paying before the January last day in January. But I'll need to find out if there's a grace period for an extension. I don't know about
that. So your national security number, have you gotten it, and how did you go about getting it though?
Yes, I have. So immediately you land in the UK, you just Google online UK NIN number. Yeah. So you just follow the process, and it takes like 8 weeks. But before that 8 weeks, they'll send you like a reference number, which you can show to any employer, so they can give you a job. So once you land in here, you get your BRP and you get your NIN. So before the NIN number comes out, they'll give you like a reference number. And you can also apply to get your share code. Without the share code, you can work here as well. So
Where do you apply for that? What link is that?
On
Do
the
you
same
have an idea of
platform. Yes, on the same platform. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to ask about your accommodation. Sorry, please drop your comments or your questions in the comment section. If you have any question for Miss Chinyere, please drop it in the comment section so that we can actually attend to it the moment we're done with this discussion. The network went off. Just so sorry about that. Okay, yeah, I just sent her a request. Please kindly rejoin. Okay, are you here?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, the network just cut us off like that. So sorry about that. Yeah,
That's
you were
fine.
telling me about your accommodation. Yeah, so I was asking about the experience you had with the accommodation. Like, was it that you had a hotel booked for you, or you already had your accommodation ready before you left Nigeria? And yeah,
Okay.
how fast was it, and how easy was it for you to get where you're staying now? And then what's the price
Okay.
ranges like?
Okay. So before, the moment I decided, I knew I was going to leave the country, even before my visa, I got the visa stage and everything, I had started looking for properties online. So I wanted an accommodation, around school and stuff. But so I got a couple of accommodations, but I did not book. So for the UK accommodation process, it gets to a point where you need to book your payment. And some accommodations you need to book with funds like £100, yeah, to book your accommodation. It shows like you're serious and they reserve the place for you. Other accommodations doesn't come with that, and it means you are likely to not meet it. And also they'll need you to get like a guarantor. So I did that before I left Nigeria. I booked my apartment before I left Nigeria. I signed a contract. So you sign a contract online. So if you have like a guarantor, anybody who lives in the UK, they can just sign that for you, and that's fine. It's mostly done online. Yeah. So the average rent here, my accommodation, I don't know. God really helped me here because to get accommodation in wherever country, city, or whatever place you're going to, you need to be on time because it will get finished. That's just the truth. So I was stalling. I kept stalling and stalling. Oh, I don't like this place. I don't like this place. And before I could tell, everything was just going before my eyes. So
Wow.
I just went back to a contract that was sent to me a month ago. Now in this place, they honor contracts unlike Nigeria. So it was still valid. So on the last day of the expiration of the contract, I just signed and I paid my phone. So I was able to get here. So the moving date for the place where I paid was supposed to be on the 10th of September, but I sent an email to the property owner stating that I do not I'm coming earlier on the 7th, yeah. So I wouldn't want to stay in an Airbnb because it's more expensive. I wouldn't mind to come into the apartment. So they charged me £12 per day, which is way cheap compared to any Airbnb apartment. So for 3 days, and they just prorated it in my rent. So I pay approximately £400 for an ensuite, yeah, ensuite apartment in Oxley, Leeds City. All bills inclusive, yeah, in a month, £400.
£400. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's because I got it early. But right now, the for the new students coming in, they are paying 600. Yeah, because there's
wow.
no more. Yeah,
More accommodation. That is interesting. Okay, yeah. So I heard
yeah.
something about them saying that for families, that it's advisable that families should have they should go individually first, get an accommodation before they go, because a lot of accommodations aren't available, and then those that have their families, is much more better for the particular students to go first before inviting the family over. I don't know, how true is this? Is it that there's really no accommodation for family space?
There is actually you have I do not see why a family, okay, let's say a family of two, husband and wife and two small kids. Yeah, you can get a two-bedroom apartment. There is. You can get that.
There's
It's all about starting the time. Just the same way a single person might not get a room because of late application. It applies to the married person as well. If you apply late, you wouldn't get nothing. So whatever you want to do, just start on time. And the beautiful thing is there are agents online, UK agents online, agencies that want to help you. The moment you Google and start searching for properties, they'll call you, they'll reach out to you. Yes, they'll call you and reach out to you. So I was already in touch with these agents, speaking with them, and they'll be the ones to be showing you even more properties that you do not know. So what you can do is, it's not like Nigeria where you say, "Oh, I don't like the house. I go there, I don't like it." I know you don't like it, but when you come there, it's exactly the place I'm staying is better. Like compared to what I
Wow.
saw
Are
in
you
the,
serious?
yes,
Wow.
yes. So people just share a lot of stories, and it's not really
That's
true.
interesting. Yeah, so I wanted to
Yeah.
ask, yeah, the school where you are right now, where is it located? And then do you have people around that you can familiarize yourself with, family, friends, and how accommodating are people around you? Also, your job, where exactly do you work, and how easy is it to actually access your work, school? How easy is that?
Okay. You asked me a lot of questions in one, but fine.
Sorry about that. Let me break
Um,
it down. The city in which you
yeah.
stay, where is it located, and then do you have family and friends around? And yeah, and how accommodating are people around you?
Okay. So I stay in Leeds City. My campus is City Campus, which is good. The administrative campus is like 5 minutes walk away from me, but there's no way, I don't think anywhere is far, or like what you have in Nigeria. If you want to go out by bus, let's say your school is 30 minutes away. The reason why you see, when you check Google Map and you see 30 minutes away, it's not because it's 30 minutes away. Normally it's like 10, 15 minutes away. It's just because they include in the time all the stops the bus is going to make. And they're not in a hurry. They are very patient people,
Hmm.
very patient. Unlike Nigeria, they are very patient here.
Hmm.
So the bus takes its time, goes to the bus stop, stops for people. No go stand, yeah. So it's not because it's far. You can literally walk to school if you want to, if you choose to, yeah. But no, sometimes you be lazy and won't take a bus. Yeah. So it's not, the transport is very easy. You can still navigate your way around, but you need to understand the app, the bus app. You need to understand the app. It's going to be very frustrating and confusing at first. I'm still even trying to get used to it, yeah. But yeah, with easy directions you will. So for family and friends, I do not have family here, and if you think you have friends here, I don't think you should put your hope
Hmm.
on anybody,
Hmm.
because you'll be disappointed.
Hmm.
Yeah, and a lot of people have shared that. Don't think you have anybody. If the person is not family, don't think you have anybody. Even that friend that's telling you, come to the UK, come to the UK. Person does not have your time when you come here, and it's true, because I also had my own fair share. So I felt like I had some, not because they are bad, but they are very busy. Everybody's busy here. Do you understand? So the family you will make are the new people you meet here.
Hmm.
That's the truth. The people that will help you are the people you don't know. Trust me. I don't think you should put your hope on any friend asking you to come. There are some
Hmm.
friends you should put your hope in. Just telling you the truth. Yeah, nobody has your time. You're on your own. You're on your
Wow.
own. Someone said, someone said, welcome to the real jungle. And that is the truth. That is the
Wow.
truth. I cannot overemphasize this. You experience it when you come here. Yeah.
Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah. So I asked also about your work. You started working, right? So I'm like, what's
Yeah.
the
So
distance between your work? Yeah. So how have you been able to juggle that together? Studying, because you're
if
just going to be inducted, yeah. But it's not. Have you started
I have
classes full time?
no, my
No.
lectures will start by next week. Yeah, so I haven't started
Next.
lectures. My induction is on Friday. Then my
Yeah.
lecture should start Monday. Yeah.
Not
So
like. Sorry, I wanted to say not like Nigeria that you will have started lecture before the induction. You know, right?
yeah, I decided to do it earlier. I just come earlier just to understand the city
So
before the lecture starts. Yeah. So you can, okay, for my lectures I have 1 hour online lectures on Monday, 1 hour online on Tuesday. I don't have lectures on Wednesday. I don't have lectures on Thursday. And I have the whole day physical class on Friday.
okay.
Some persons have 2 hours online, 2 hours online, then the whole day, one day. So they try to give you space because they understand that you have to work as well.
Hmm.
Yeah. So they give you some days off learning so you can work. And yeah, it's only advisable to work on the days you're to follow their rules. Just really follow. If you want like your post-work visa, just sticking to 20 hours is not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. Then during holidays you can work, you can knock yourself out here. So just stick to their rules so that you can, because don't forget you also came here to school. And with the way the
Mm-hmm.
teaching process is, you would understand what you're learning. You will be bold anyway to say, I studied this, I can do this. So that's also if value added. Yeah. So it's not just monetary value all the time. That's
You
also
said
value added.
yeah. So you started working, right? So the distance
I'm
between your
starting.
work And home is not too far though, right?
No, no, everywhere is easily, you can navigate your way anywhere. It's very easy now.
Okay, that's amazing. So now, about us at Nexi, yeah. So during the whole process, how well did we hold your hand throughout the process up until now? Would you just tell us a bit
Okay.
about that? How well we actually held your hand and guide you through the whole process?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I think Nextly did like an amazing role. But you know, in life, nobody's going to hold your hand and hold your hand and hold your hand. You have to stretch out your hand for someone to hold it.
Exactly.
You guess? Yeah. So you have to also comply. You have to provide documents. You have to. I don't think there's anything wrong. I think I disturbed the guy that I spoke to at first a whole lot. I know he got tired of me. I just wanted to get what I wanted because I feel like if you want something, just first, yeah. You don't always, yeah. So Nextly was quite helpful the whole time. That's why I can freely refer Nextly to a lot of people, a lot of my colleagues, a lot of my chat members, my friends. Like, oh, I just give them the guy's number straight away. I just, I don't even tell him. I just give them his number and tell him from Cheery. I'm sure he has heard Cheery an awful lot, so he uses me. Yeah, so that's how helpful it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what
Yeah,
advice would
thank
you
you.
have for those that want to go for January 2023 right now?
Start early,
Mm.
start early, and even upon arrival or after you come here, you see things that'll make you cry. But doesn't mean you're weak now. It's just because it's the change. You're changing. You're adapting to a new system. In a few months, you'll be fine and you'll be happy you made the best decision of your life. Yeah,
Mm, that's
that's
amazing.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go to the lighter part. Food. Please, how has food been? How have you been eating and how have you been coping though? Do you cook amala and then we do? Do you have it there?
Yeah, I eat amala and I'm in Lagos, but I don't know how to make them because I'm not Yoruba. But yeah, I know
So do you
I
have your yeah, do you have your favorite dishes there? And how has it been?
I came with less clothes and I came with food items because I feel like yeah we really shouldn't haunt so much of the fact that people need to come with food. You're coming to a new culture, you're coming to a new people. You need to be ready to mix. You have to be open to the entire experience. Sometimes new meals like my flatmate, she's Indian. I have like a couple of Indians here. So where I am, I live in like an estate of just international students, and that's the beauty of it. It's so beautiful. So you get to try out different meals, just have an experience. Don't repeat the mistakes you made in your Nigerian school. Just come here, be open-minded. Yeah. So even if you carry all your food from your village and come here, it's a finish. So when they finish, what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
So while you have those, so the energy shouldn't be on food, food, food. I feel like come in as much as you want to, yeah. Um, come with clothes if you want to, because clothes are expensive here. Because it's not like it's expensive. Because it's the naira that you change to pounds you are spending. It's going to be biting you until you start earning pounds.
Hmm.
So it should not really be expensive. But imagine you are buying the cheapest shirt for like 25 pounds. You'll be thinking in your head, you know how much naira I used to change to these pounds because you're not yet earning pounds. Yeah, so I understand you can come with food items that can last you for like a couple of months. Good. Then when you settle, when you're already earning, when you fully integrate with the system, then that's not a bad idea. But you wouldn't want to also heap your bags with all your Nigerian clothes because you don't want to look so different from them here.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you
Mm.
very, very, very much. I've asked you a
You're
lot of
welcome.
questions. I've seen you on the network. Yeah, so I
That's
have
fine.
a couple of questions here from various
Okay.
people. Like I said before,
Okay.
please, if you have questions for Miss Chinyere, please drop it in the comment section. Let me go through the questions and try and ask what people's opinions and questions are. So just give me a minute. Let me just go up and check. Some people drop questions the other time. Please, you can always retype your questions so that I can check them out and see how best we can help. Okay, so someone says, Opoli says, how much money is enough to carry before someone gets a job? Do you
Hmm.
want to?
Okay. Um, I think the word enough money is relative because people would, you know, I have people I know of some people, because we're in a WhatsApp groups. I know people who are coming here with £300. It's not advisable, but those they may not have the money. It's because they do not have the money, not because that's what they want to come with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, come with as much as possible. Of course, not more than £10,000. Yeah. So just come with as much as you can come with, because you'll be needing money. You'll be needing money. And some people not everybody wants to just come here and just start laboring now. No, just working. You want to just relax, understand the city, then get a job. Easy transition. Do you understand? So it depends on you. It depends on you. You know, I have some people here who are here they've paid their complete school fees. They might not need to work. They're just here and they're enjoying the experience. There are other people who paid half school fees and they want to work to get their funds. So it varies. It varies. So it depends on your personal preference, personal needs, whatever you want, how much funds you have. There's no fixed amount you should come with.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for that. Yeah. So if he says, how much can
And,
one have? Yeah. Sorry.
okay, sorry. But one thing you should do, no matter how much money you do not have, please come with at least 2 months of your rent,
Two
just in
months
case
of
you
your
don't have a
rent.
job.
Are you serious?
Yes.
In addition to what,
Just
aside from the
try and
fact that you
have
have to pay your 50% on tuition on enrollment,
Yes, just
you come
try
with
and
two
have
months
it,
of
just
your
in
rent.
case there's no job, so you can sleep at night. Mm? Just, just so that you not be thinking too much. No,
Hmm.
it can make you get depressed when you don't have a job, and you don't have your rent, and you don't have
Hmm.
anybody in Nigeria to help you. Just come with your rent.
Hmm.
Just try.
Smiling,
The way you pay
yeah,
for
yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, Smiling Queen
yeah.
says, like, how much is two-bedroom?
It depends on the area. So you can get for in Leeds you can get for 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 monthly. It depends on the area. And those properties you might be asked to pay £1,200 for deposits. So for families it's more demanding compared to, because families may not want to stay in student accommodations. I don't know how. Yeah, so
Okay. Yeah, so if he says, how can one have a sponsorship? Yeah, well, did you get a discount for your tuition fee? I just wanted to ask first.
yeah, so my fees was about £16,000, I think. So the school they gave me a £3,000 discount, so I was left to pay the rest.
Okay, okay. So now, if he's asking that, how much can one have as how can one have a sponsorship? It seems difficult seeing a company that will sponsor you.
What do you mean sponsorship? I don't think you need
I
sponsorship
guess
to
it
come
has
to
to
the
do with
UK.
work. Yeah, yeah. When you're actually
Okay, that means it's
yeah,
a work reference. That's not sponsorship.
yeah.
That's a work reference. So to get a work reference, now a lot of Nigerians don't want to tell their employers that they have plans on leaving. If not, they'll frustrate you and ensure you don't go. That's the truth. So what I did in my case, what I did was I just told my line manager that I was doing an online course, and I drafted it. I wouldn't wait for you. I wouldn't want to stress you with the burden of thinking of what to write. So I drafted the letter. I just gave it to him. I'm doing an online course and I need a work reference. And also, you can meet your colleagues as long as you have. I did not know that at first. You can meet your colleagues as long as they have official emails. You can draft a letter between yourself, someone that you trust that will not broadcast the file if you don't want it to be known. Yeah. So they draft these things and put an official email. That's it. What's
Hmm,
paramount is the company letter-headed paper and an official mail to it.
hmm. That's interesting. So
Yeah.
yeah, so in respect to her, she said it's okay. Yeah, she said it seems difficult to actually get the sponsorship, but when you do, like you said now, it makes it much more easier for them to actually get that, right? And like, how many years do you think they will be able to get? Because I know some people get 2 years, some get 5 years. It actually depends on the company. Am I right? Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
so
she's not.
is the person someone is chatting me. I think the person is usually asking for sponsorship to remain in the
Yeah.
UK. That what the person asks.
Yes.
Let
Yes.
me answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let me answer that. Yeah. Um, for the UK, I feel like it's an easy process. It's now easier compared to before. Yeah. So once you're done with your 1 year masters, you apply to the 20 hours work rules during section and unlimited hours during holidays. When you're done with school, apply for your post-work visa. Once you apply for your post-work visa, You have that's 2 years, and you're working. Before the completion of that, you should a smart person, if you want to get PR, you should be looking at companies who offer sponsorships. I'm aware of over 9,000 companies in the UK, 9,000 companies in the UK that are licensed to give student sponsorships. If you don't,
Wow.
if you don't necessarily have to go through the care route, no. If you're a career person and you don't want to go through the angle, look for companies that offer sponsorship. There are over 9,000 or more in the UK online. Apply for jobs there. There are jobs that suit your personal description. Yes, you can get it. So they can sponsor you, and that's it.
So now, is it at the company's discretion that they give the years? Because I know there are some that they give for the sponsorship, they give them 2 years, some they give 5 years. So is it at the company's discretion, or you have to apply for that, the amount of years you want?
Okay,
Is that what
from
Sorry about that. The network, our network seems to be really, really off today. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, the network. Yeah, please start again. The network seems to be off. No, please take that again. Take that again, please. Sorry, please. Sorry, please hold on. Can you go back? Oh shoot. The network. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, the network was bad. We didn't hear you. We couldn't hear you. Oh my goodness. So sorry about that. Our network seems to be really, really off. Yeah, please take that again. The network has been really bad. Can you take that again?
so
Yeah. Can
okay
you? Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Adding value. That's the reason why you're schooling. You need to know what you're doing. You need to ensure you're adding value. No company will sponsor you like that without value. It's value. You need to add value. If you're in sales, for instance, or you're marketing, you need to be the person that adds value to the organization, whatever field you are. So they can be easy and be relatable. You never know who will help you, you know. Be relatable with people. Yeah, that's what I can tell. That's it.
Thank you for that. Our network seems to be really, really, really bad. So I'm trying to check the questions. Maxwell says, please, how much did you pay as IHS fee and visa? So, like, he's asking for how much you paid for your IHS fee and your visa. Can you remember? Okay, Maxwell is asking how much you paid for IHS and for your visa. Can you hear me? Oh my, our network seems to be
Equivalent is
really
over a
off.
million.
Yeah.
It's being paid in dollars, but in naira equivalent for my NHS and visa is over a million naira. And that's excluding the priority visa. So if you want to add everything, it's over 1.220 million. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Okay, so Abiba is asking, are you in a relationship? If yes, how do you adapt to being away
Have
from
you? Sorry.
him? Did you hear that? Abiba is asking, he says, are you in a relationship? If yes, how do you adapt to being away from him?
Okay.
Did you hear
I don't know.
that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I feel like
You don't know how to answer the question.
point at which her question goes, I really don't know. Yeah, so that's the best. This is the best way I can answer that question. And I'm not in a relationship. I'm single, so I'm open to having new
Okay.
experiences here. Yes.
Okay, okay, that's amazing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Maxwell is also asking that was your IHS and visa fee paid in pounds? How did you make the payments online? Or he's asking how you paid for your IHS. That was it paid in pounds? I'm so sorry, guys. Our network seems to be really off today. Yeah, so you paid for your IHS and visa fee. Can you hear me? Are you there? Our network seems to be really, really, really bad, guys. So sorry about that. Yeah, the network is really off. Okay. Yeah, so he was asking how you paid and start again. Can you hear me now? If we end it, I won't be able to see their questions though. Do you understand? If we end it, I won't be able to see the questions. I will have to ask them to rewrite, to add questions again. Yeah, I know it's terrible, but yeah, the questions will go. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, so he's just asking about IHS and visa fee. How did you go about paying it? Did you hear me? Can you hear me? Guys, the network is off. Did you hear what I said? Oh, hello, hi, can you hear me? So sorry, guys. The network seems to be really, really off on her end. And we still have a lot of questions, yeah? Okay, so we still have some few questions. Now, the network, yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can
Okay,
hear you.
yeah, so he's asking how you paid for your IHS and visa fee. That was it in pounds? How did you go about making the payments?
I used a dollar card. You can use a pound card or a dollar card. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so if he's also asking that, how can someone change student visa to tier 2 visa? Because it's challenging to find companies that are willing to sponsor you. Did you hear that?
Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
So sorry, guys. The network is bad. Did you hear me? Yeah, the
No,
network
I
is really
didn't.
terrible. Yeah, so I said if he's asking, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, then how can you change from a student visa to a tier 2 visa? Because it's challenging to find companies that are willing to sponsor you.
I feel like companies will sponsor you if you add value. Just add value. Just do your job. By adding value, you're not going to do something so magnificent. You have a job function. Be good at your job and be relatable.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. If he is saying, Williams is saying that, do you look for the job yourself or agency does? So when you got to the UK, were you able to get jobs by yourself or you went through an agency to do that?
It's easier to go through agencies. It's easier to go through agencies. So you can find applying to companies online. Once you look, they're all they have a way of just being fixed into agencies. Their job are advertised through agencies. So you always go through agencies. It's easier that way.
Okay, okay. Thank you for that. William says that this is very helpful. Kudos to this information. Thank you, Williams. Yeah, so a lot of people were saying that they couldn't hear you. The network has been really, really bad. Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah. So I think I've attended to everybody's questions. Hi, you're just joining. You've missed a lot, too. For people that are just joining, please, you could always watch this as a replay on our page, on our Instagram page. You could always watch. Williams, you're so welcome. Williams is saying thank you. You're so welcome.
Welcome.
So sorry about the network, guys. The network really, 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 really messed us up today. But hopefully by next week, our network will be a bit much better. Thank you so much for being here. thank you so much for taking out the time to actually come and
Thank
educate us about your experience in the
you. Thank
UK.
you very
And
much. Thank
we
you.
hope that we'll definitely still always have you around by a phone call away, right? You could always just reach out to you and be like, you know what's going on? What exactly is happening now, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like we always handle, yeah, we always handle each and every one of our students. We handle ourselves as a family. That's why we call ourselves the
Oh,
Exit family. Yes, and that's why we would always have you through the whole process and hold you by the hand. Yeah. So thank you so much for this.
thank you very much.
So William says he's dancing, like he's so excited, and he said he was actually doing informative. Thank you, Williams. Okay, so thank you very much for being here, and apologies about the network once again. And hopefully by next week our network will be a lot better. Same time next week, guys. Don't forget to tune in and join us on our
Yeah.
live, on our weekly live sessions. Yeah, so thank you so much for being here, and until same time next week. Yeah. So let me just let you go
Yeah.
so that you can, yeah, get on with your day. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah,
Bye. Thank
bye.
you very much.
Yeah,
Yeah, bye.
bye. Yeah.